I say the gods chiseled you from lumber and dragon bone.
I'll take that, at least as far as my head's concerned.
You go in first!
Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. It is an opportunity to learn. What good is a Fikira? Rain and wind is a better teacher.
Good luck out there.
Here's where I do the ritual. Right there under the statue of Gone. Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots. Even if they are dried up, and sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins. Suppose they do. Suppose sometimes people do bad things in the name of their... But my brethren do more good than bad. And more... Besides, I often don't understand you, Watcher. But I ain't afraid of you. Is it? Sakes alive, you shouldn't be so fine to me, Watcher. Makes me think untoward things. I can't risk straying when I got a duty to Gone. Yeah. Lay it on me. I was born to reap souls and lead them to the light. Now with Aethys dead, and these dire visions, I think... But the more I gather, the more my mind turns to tatters. That ain't gonna happen. You'd ask me to turn my back on my god? Why do you think the god of rebirth held an aspect of death within him? You can't have life without dying. There ain't no beginning without a prior ending. Ain't no day without night, no spring without fall. You can't grow crops if you never harvest for seeds. All right. Yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never was... Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed, for sure. Let's just hope it lasts. Because my lantern feels as heavy as ever. Full to brimming with this. All right, I'll be right behind.
Hungry? Come on up. Don't be shy. The Shining God will bless you.
Here for a meal? Just get in line, dear.
Hey, there's a lady I'm looking for. Came from Deerwood. Short, got a bad temper. It goes by a lava
I know an Alava, but...
No?
Not real warm, that one. Stop by unannounced, you get a pistol up your nose when she answers the door.
Yeah, that's her. So, she's living with her,
Not that I noticed.
Huh. Must be laying low.
Just that boy of hers.
She's got a son? How old would you say? Like...
I'd be happy to help you with the math.
Oh, I couldn't say. It's been years. He must be a young man by now.
Wow, that's something.
Don't you want to know where to find her?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
She's in her Songo, last I heard. Got a little plot of land out there.
I guess we'll look that way then. You know how I've been saying there's nothing more important to me than us freeing you from Barrett's bond? Well, I meant that. I did. But there's this other thing I need to see about. On the way, like. I was gonna tell you. I don't see it like an obstacle. Well, not unless she's mad. This woman, well, love's not the right word. When I was mayor of Deerford, I had this vision of what I wanted it to look like. It was gonna be what Gilded Vale was, before and in some ways it got there. I was proud of that, but it didn't feel like I thought it would. Come to realize that Lava, she'd have been about the last person left in Deerwood who'd have... Last I saw her, she was going to New Hayamar. Went looking for her there, only... Anyway, I don't expect you to understand. But I gotta know she ended up all right. Yeah, that's something. When I knew her, she had another little boy. Just a baby. I never found out what happened to him. But with the Hollow Boy, guess he got a brother, though. No, but I don't see a way to let this... Last time I saw Lava, we got friendly.
Candles and bombs. Used to work a farm, growing Vorless. Thank you, sir.
Payment for heads. It could be no simpler, I say. Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you? Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axe. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle? The next time payment crosses our hands, let it be in the execution of a bond, a vow, a bounty. If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must. Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death. The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Nekataka.
Supplies! Get your supplies here!
A door watcher. Fancy a look at... Have a look. Quickly and quietly. What do you... I trust you. Something I can do?
Ventre, a moment. I saw you speak to my dear amico Degnos, so I thought to myself, why, Talfor, you must meet him too. Ah, Bazzo!
Can't make a dent. Let's do this.
What can I do you for?
Lavaru beyond seek.
Mo Ixie honor.
You like that?
Uh-huh. What can I do you for?
Good.
We're awake right now, aren't we?
Where is my seal? Postinago, did you take it again? You will feel the bite of the cat's tail if you have lost it, boy. A delivery boy with a smart mouth. What a surprise. If you are not a servant, is this Nazenali a friend of yours, Degnos?
An acquaintance only, Casita. From the luminous bathhouse.
First you waste my servant's time, and now you have the gall to waste mine as well.
A cozy Ventre. It is not as you must think. Come, Blanca, hear me out. If you will not support me, I understand. Your contempt is justified. But I beg you, please do not tell Aveta.
Deliveries should be made to my bosun, Ferna. I have neither the time nor inclination to engage with you further.
It is not as you must think. Nehala, yes, I will do as you ask, so long as you do not tell Aveta. My word is my bond.
Now, what can I do for you? You see anything you like?
Reckon that's the first time I ever bore witness to my own demise. It was... never woke with such a driving need for reaping before. It's making my hands shake. It did for a while, but then it wore off. All this essence I've gathered, it soaked the blessing right up. Left me with hardly none. A dream from gone is what it was. I just ain't sure yet. Seems the more souls I gather, the better I see Gone's will. And the less I get a wink of sleep. Well, sure, I mean to. Us Goneites, we're supposed to shepherd lost souls, not just gather them. If I were to dump the souls, it might make me dream less. Maybe it'd just make it all worse. Either way, I've got to find my purpose. Will you help me, Watcher? I was hoping you might would. Sometimes I feel like, with you by my side, I can stand against gods. It'll need to be a potent source to overpower the draw of my lantern. That's one problem solved. But what about the itty-bitty issue? The souls will make it safely, but who's to see to their proper this is a huge risk of Aora's balance. You really trust Malgrin not to rebirth Aethasians as warriors of the flame? Think Galawain won't be greedy? Gone aside, the god's past actions don't instill me with the greatest confidence. Normally, I'd simply safekeep him until the god of rebirth could return to hell. But... you're right. I ought to deliver as many souls to hell as I can, before it's too late. We need to empty my lantern right away. Gods, but you're clever. This is why Gon directed me into your...
Kehu, you ever use your abilities to play jokes on anyone?
Ikera, I once sold a water globe to a Mataru priest. It was filled with live fish.
That doesn't sound like much of a joke.
The trick was letting the sculpture break down while he slept with it over his head.
Oh, I'm getting so many ideas right now. How would you feel about betraying the Watcher's trust? Halt! What is your business at the Brass Citadel? You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot. Grand Secretary at Sura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial. Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right. Her office is at the back of Imperial Command. She is busy organizing, but I am sure she will grant you an audience.
Leave. No Valiant spy is coming through on my watch.
The Royal Deadfire Company is a trading company, is it not? And you are on Kahanga soil. You cannot turn me away.
The Brass Citadel and the Royal Deadfire Company operate under the auspices of the Ranga Nui of Rawatai. We answer to him, not to you. And certainly not to some tribal queen of Nekataka. Oh, you're one of... These Valians are always sending their spies to snoop around. And I won't have it.
And these Rawataians think they own anything they stack 2 stones on top of. I am here to conduct business, not engage in petty power struggles.
What? She's up to no good, I know it. Fine. But if you're wrong, we're gonna have...
Agrassi, my friend.
Green islands and blue skies.
The locals don't know how good they have it.
Why did your Ranga carve his name into a rock?
The Ranga Nui, and it's a commemoration.
But what do you squawk and gloat over a heap of stones? Akira, you Rawataians are strange cousins indeed.
The Brass Citadel is a marvel of modern engineering. With the gates barred and the cannons primed, it can withstand any attack and weather any storm. Surely you can see what a fine stronghold this is. We transformed a rocky cove into the best defended harbor in Nekataka. Such achievements must be so—
This rocky cove was once a prized fishing spot for the Riparu. These Rawataians act as if every bare islet is merely awaiting a fort or a farm. They cannot look at anything without planning to change.
To strive is to survive. Those who would achieve greatness must make the world a better—
Why change the world when you can learn to live in it the way it is? This is what my people have done for thousands of years.
And wild barley grows on its own, but most of it dies without a skilled farmer.
Akira, nothing invigorates like a good discussion.
Forget that part. Say, you're the watcher of Cadnu, except the Hasanui. She yells at me sometimes. It's just, this is my first time away from the rough country. I'd heard there were thick, green forests and sandy beaches without a storm in sight. You must have traveled lots, seen all sorts of amazing places. Now, that sounds like an adventure. I love Rawatai, but it's hard to go a week without seeing storms, or hearing about mudslides burying a village somewhere. I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Dead. Maybe if you impress her or Atsura, they could make an exception. Oh, all the time. Where's my white leaf? Stop daydreaming. Support me, if you lose the ledgers again, I'll have you clean a latrine. All this time, I didn't realize she knew my name.
The former Lord of Cadnua, and one-time Terrifier of Harbor Masters, you have not brought much good news of. So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters? Just what the archipelago needs. One more disaster tugging at the seams. He must be stopped. Anything can be stopped with sufficient force. The problem is finding the will to deploy it. The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin, and the Huana will barely do that much.
No? Tell it to the water shapers who washed your stranded boats from sandbars, Hazanui.
No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit. Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather. Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rowataians we could feed with plantations here. Glad you agree. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, and if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally. The disaster at Hasango remains a key concern. We rely on the port there to ship food back to Rawatai. That's on hold until you investigate. Sure, I hear you recently traveled to Poko Kohara. Something you did there cleared the storms. Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar. Don't tell me you've never gazed at a horizon and wondered at what lies beyond. Or seen a no trespassing sign as a challenge. That's the spirit. Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, but they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources, and imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms. And one that will improve the lives of many. The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so, and your exploits at Poko Kahara. But enough of that for now. The trouble in Hasango forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for and storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here. I have no doubt. We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. We've contracted with a captain named Widla. Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. She's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it should. Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer. Let's just say, I'm not keen to invite them to a port, along with half the population of this storm-tossed archipelago. Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic. This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her. Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with clear skies.
I noticed the Juana got a lot of statues of Andra.
Akira, Mother Ngati is much beloved.
That doesn't bother you?
Should it? What say?
Well, if everybody in my village had a naked statue of my mama, I'd be knocking on doors and making threats.
Walk to victory, Ravatai! Triumph over your foes! Storm shall never bend your backs, nor battles break your souls!
Pretty good, huh? No sweat.
With sails unfurled and sword held high, to battle for glory and Rautai.
Faithfully done,
Come to
Emiani.
gawk, too. My punishment's over, you know.
I punched my captain. Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore. I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, still a scramble root at heart. Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I'm sure you're capable. But I don't know enough about you. Yet. Let's talk again when you've made a name for you.
Report to Wakoyo Nui when your hands and...
Pretty good, huh? No sweat.
Clear skies, my friend. I know of you already, Captain. The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. This courage will win you many battles. A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open sea. Most excellent. A Scylla can ask away my privateer. I would not have you take to the water.
Ship out with some soft-handed runt. My hands are feeling better. It's my Don't take this the wrong way. I'm sure. Let's talk again.
Sure. I'm sorry, but this area is strictly off limits.
Sorry, my orders come from the Hazanui herself. All it would take is one stray flame, one—
No, I'm sorry, but you will— Leave it to me.
Beat it. I don't have time to chit-chat. Fasina sent you, didn't she? Postinago, just for these? Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them. Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late. Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
I like dealing with people of substance. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary. Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law and still be seen as a monster. I salute you for your courage, but I ask you to reconsider your position. Cowards! There will be a reckoning, for I know each one of your faces. Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms. My friend, look around you. We stand in the shadow of the breath. Raise your fists and the full force of Rauatai's armada will descend on you. You, look alive. My friend here needs a lesson in humility.
Happy to oblige.
This weapon's no good to me. Take this. Lava will be a You like that? Nice hit. Try something else. Do it again and I'm taking it away. After him.
What can I do you for? What can I do?
Party diminishes.
Hey, watch it with that. After him! Quick, toss me something else.
Worse than rough.
You need something. You need mother. Bloody. Is that?
Not exactly in my area of expertise. Yeah. Better try something else. Yeah? What do you need? Yes? Oh? They'll fall by my hand. Oh? About taxed my limit. Aye? Why not? Indeed. Keep it down. Eh? Sure. Pretty good, huh? There. Done.
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Rawatai makes the finest gun craftsmanship. If you ask my superiors at Imperial those are just things. They're prized. Rawatai and... No problem. Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Ralph?
Cannonball. Cold as winter until suddenly she's not.
Meet her eye when you've got bad news. She respects that.
If this is about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, alright? I just serve the drinks. They always pay on time. They're run... Also, I'm from a town near Takoa, but the Amawa have a long history at sea. Some of the soldiers and sailors get to making... Like I said, I keep out. None of the regulars are looking for new opponents, though, if that's what you're asking.
I don't think she likes...
you look at this? Keep it down.
See? Boss was right. We found it.
By the cursed seas, I'll throw you down there myself if you do not huck.
Need something? What you need? I've got just the thing for you, fresh.
Harami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect today a local merchant?
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise. The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him. These Huana learned too many pretty words from the Valians. You can...
We had pretty words before the first ship landed on Rawatai.
Yes, but did you speak them with such deceitful intent? No, but I do not like... This fellow wanted passage on my ship, as if I were the village ferryman. I told him there was none to be had, certainly not at his price. He told me he had coin, lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
So you assumed the worst and threw him to the wolves?
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until I saw the swollenette. A marked coin, a token of allegiance. The prince. I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so. I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him. There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin. Why do you bring this to me? I can take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths. That is assuming you... I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3. Plus, the food and water they send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better. And I told you there is none. The 3 I agreed to take will... What is your business with me? Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral. The Royal Deadfire Company would... What is your business with me? And I told you there is none. He and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is... Perhaps that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things.
What do you require? Damn. If that thing burns while we're still here...
What is your business with me? He and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is... Perhaps that is good. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging...
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? What say, then? 3? All this, and you say some must stay behind? We will wait here. What say, then? We will wait here. Of course not. He worked on the docks, I'm sure of it. For what do you torment me? He was a good man. The Overseer looks for a reason to toss us below too. Such talk will bring him to our doorstep. Of course. I only hoped. It is no matter. Thank you. That much copper would only bring suspicion. Besides, maybe Suduza will accept it in exchange for passage. What say, then? We will wait here.
What is your business with me? And I told you there is none. The 3 I agreed to take will barely fit in...